in my hair. You got to use dish soap. I was gonna cut off my hair because I look like an idiot anyway. I was just gonna buzz it all down because it's been super hot. But I don't know, maybe not because it's kind of like my little ugly hat that I have at all times. And it comes all different ways, and yeah, we're just gonna grow more and more and more. I shave my scruffy beard off. I'll grow a scruffy beard next week. How's this thing doing? I'm beating the hell out of this. God damn, I'm be a roach in there. Something's running around in here. Or a baby lizard. I don't know. But Wagon's back in here because Old Blue's back. This thing has a bad. It's getting worse. The start and stall. It's really getting worse. And they don't know how to play with it, so they're cooking the starter motor. You got to keep on blah, 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 blah. You just keep going like this with the throttle. You just got to keep boom, 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 boom. I'll keep it running. I'll keep it running. I'll keep it running. Eventually, it clears out. But you got to do that for a good like 30 seconds now. It used to only take 3 times. You used to start it, boom. Start it, boom. Then the third try, you didn't even have to give it gas. Now you got to lean into it and give it gas. It's getting worse and worse and worse. I don't know. I'm gonna also try maybe take the distributor out and check the pickup coil. I rebuilt that. I actually built that distributor myself out of all new GM parts. Never got paid for it, of course. In 2008, I was a little kid then. I was 22 years old. So I took it all off. I thought I was never gonna get the distributor back in because it was the first time fucking the distributor. I don't even know if I put it on top dead center. Maybe I did. I didn't. I don't know. I used to just take distributors out exactly how it was. I thought putting the engine in top dead center and lining the mark with lining the balancer mark with the big V and zero was too much work. Now I always put it on top dead center. I bar it over until it's perfect. Then I take the distributor out. I'm more pro though now. I'm more pro than people think, and I'm more pro than I think. And people have told me that for many, 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 many years. They said I am smarter than I think I am. I will go places, this and that. You have no problem. Don't worry about it. Blah 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 blah. But I worry about it anyway. Or I get, where I get put down the most? I get put down the most in my own household. Other people I'm related to. No good. You're worthless. You're this. You're this. Every single day I get called that. You're worthless. You're no good. Well, I shouldn't even stand over here because the smell coming out of this car from whatever people doing it smells terrible. I gotta roll that window up. Yeah, they broke the driver's window. If you know how to do the window regulators on these things, with the spring in it and shit, it's not like a cable system. Let me know because I have to take the motor and put a motor in that one eventually, but I just don't give a fuck. So maybe one day I will, maybe one day I won't. Why? So someone could just play ADHD with the windows up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, AC on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off, up and down, up and down, up and down. That's why every fucking thing is broken on it. Every fucking thing on every car is broken from that kind of behavior. You don't do that shit to a fucking car. Up and down, up and down, up and down. AC, on and off, on and off, on and off. You don't do that. Anyway, I am more professional than I think I am. And actually, having a small repair shop would yield me so much. I would have so much more profit if I worked for myself and I had a small, like one bay repair shop, believe it or not. The things I do, and for the price I can do it, and even the time it takes for me to do it, I think it takes a long time, but no, it's quicker than what you're gonna get at a fucking shop around here. It's so much quicker. My repairs are gonna be so much better. My parts that I'm gonna use are gonna be so much better, and this everything is just gonna go. And I always said, if I had my own repair shop, I would always offer someone a discount who's willing to learn. Yes, willing to learn. I mean, come into the shop. Come into the shop. You can use my tools and everything. I will show you how that is repaired. How that is repaired. And I will have you turning the wrenches and whatever. To be like an apprentice shop, but you're still paying. But you're still fucking paying. But it'll be a little less. So I would always do that, just so to find good people or to find people who are willing to work. And if they really wanted to go there in like a hobby shop and turn some wrenches for, hours, they could. So I would make a business just like that to gain people's interest. Same like if I ever had a tow truck, I would get people the same way, like, yo, man, you want to learn how to use this tow truck? This shit's fucking easy. You know, this shit, oh, this is a big fucking wide truck. It's wide as a semi, but it's freaking easy. And I would let them also try the truck. Because if I didn't, if no one let me try auto mechanics when I was like 13, no, I was like 14, I would have never been what I was today. And if no one let me drive the tow truck, I would have not known trucks and be comfortable with trucks and things that are high up. And then the CDL shit, all that tow truck and shit helped me with that. It's the trailer is weird on the tow truck. I mean, the tow truck, the semi truck. Learning that trailer because it cuts slow. That's a long trailer. What? We're figuring out. We were getting there. We're just a little slower. We were getting there. There's a lot to get by. It was only 3 weeks of driving. What is that? 15 days? Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 15 days. 16 days to test. So yeah, 15 days. We didn't do freaking too bad. I don't think. You know, from figuring that shit out from our hiatus. So, yeah, if I had a small mechanic shop, I would be like so much better off. I would have millions of dollars because the prices that people are getting for repair shit and people are paying is fucking unbelievable. I mean, every little thing is $500, $600 now. Are you serious? Little shit, $300. Like, and it's like bullshit freaking jobs. I mean, this is this clown over here, clown face over here, $640. Shocks that were bought, installed, wheel alignment, which didn't fucking need anyway, unless they hit something, and one brake hose, $640. What? And they used the cheapest freaking like suit, like the Xing Yang Wang brake hose. I know it's a piece of shit because it says millimeters on it, like the thickness of the hose. Like 32 millimeter, like a piece of shit thing. The rubber looks like something that's like worse than like a bicycle tube that you get from Walmart. You know, it's such shit. And 640. You better off giving it to a homeless person, man. I don't even get anything. You know what I get when I fix the Bozomobile? You know what I get? I pay for the fucking parts. I do all the labor. I get filthy. I destroy my clothes. And I don't even get paid for the shit. I don't even get paid for the shit. Maybe I'll get paid for like fucking $20. That's what the fuck? Who's getting a better deal out of it? But I don't give a shit. I know that my repairs are awesome and they hold up for years and years and years and years because I'm more pro than I think I am. And I really am. And this fucked up piece of shit condo and garage, the things I accomplished here. But no, I don't do anything. No, he doesn't fix anything. No, he's lazy. All this bullshit lies. Bullshit fucking lies that I hear from the people I'm related to. But right here, I've done so much that kept this piece of shit things going for as best as I could with what I had and to my availability and with the, you know, best as I could. You can't make things perfect here. So anyway, if I had my own stuff, I should have. Like people have told me many years ago, even Craigslist people when I told them I used to fix shit and everything. Oh, why don't you fix stuff now? Like, why don't you? Like, man, I just don't really care. I just don't really care. Maybe I do care. I don't know. What if it was like cool stuff you were fixing though? I don't know. Maybe I would care. I'll tell you what, I would not care here in this fucked up area and climate because it's so goddamn hot. That loses my interest right away. Look at my hair now. It's yeah, I can't deal with the heat. It would have to be a climate controlled shop. No hot cars at all. I mean, I got burned before. I'll show you. Thanks, old blue. Where do you get me over here? Right there, little red mark. The transmission pan is red hot too. Oh, my transmission pan looks great. And I got a long one somewhere over here. Oh, whoops, sorry, wrong way. I got a long one. I got a long one. That's another story. Um, yeah, no one knows about that. Over there we got it. But yeah, it was a interesting saga. But yeah, my transmission pan that I did, and I didn't even get paid for that shit either. $200 of my own money, easy for the fluid and the filter. Plus my time of taking the whole truck apart and doing a very, very nice job, plus brake cleaner and everything else that I bought. It looks perfect. It looks perfect. It does. It looks fucking perfect. Like the most perfect pan, clean, no leaks. Everything's like this perfect. What I would ask? Okay, sure. No, if I had my own mechanic shop, it would get far. I need my own fucking land in the house. I need a shop built. That's not a huge shop, but just enough that I can put a long ass vehicle. I would make it long actually enough so you could fit a rollback wrecker in it, or like a semi truck, something like that. So make it at least as long as that. One dead spot for a rollback wrecker, or a semi truck, or a trailer, or something like that. In case you gotta like back a 53-foot trailer in it, like do like the brakes and the axles on it and shit and the bearings. Um, so I would have something as long as that, and then just do it myself, and then have my own repair shop with a lift. I got enough tools, need a couple. I need like a shop press. I got the AC machine. Alignment rack would be cool if you found like a used alignment rack. I would buy that fucking thing in a minute. Tire machine, balancer, shit like that, and I'd be pretty good. I'd be pretty good. Um, a couple other things like a arbor press, maybe. I don't know. You get what you get, and then there's deals. You find deals, but yeah, we got enough shit anyway. But yeah, your own mechanic shop is key these days, and then you need a back 40, like I always said, with a bunch of parts cars. And to get the parts cars, you're gonna need a tow truck. So buy a fucking tow truck. I already know how to operate one. And then who knows? We get the CDL now. We got to get that goddamn automatic restriction taken off, but we'll figure that out. We got doubles and triples now. I don't know if Cisco's calling me. I'm probably gonna be fucked again next month because no one's gonna hire me. So we're gonna show leg picks for $4.99. A preview over here. Preview. Hold on. Preview of the leg picks for $4.99. Oh yeah, look at that bruise. Oh, show it again. Oh, show it again. From getting scrap metal. Anyway, we made about $76 today off junk, which is pretty cool. Scrap iron yard and plus things that we sold. So that's just freaking awesome. And then yesterday, I think I sold something for $35. So overall, pretty good couple of minutes in condo land. If this can keep up, we'll be just fine. Nothing can break anymore. Nothing can fail. We do need gas and lighting, and I don't have really money for it until the 25th. And what else? I have to buy a VPN subscription because no one wanted to sponsor Getawagon's YouTube channel. No VPNs didn't want to sponsor Getawagon's YouTube channel. They said Getawagon's YouTube channel wasn't worth enough. He doesn't get enough views. He doesn't get this. He doesn't get that. So fuck off, all your VPN providers that didn't want to sponsor the Getawagon YouTube channel. You can go eat my. So there's that. So I don't even know what the chat is anymore. Is there a chat anymore? I have no idea. No one said anything. It's okay. Maybe the thing's blanked out now. Everything is a new user interface, which is crap. But yeah, $640. And they left the shocks loose. They left the fucking shock nuts loose, and I tightened them up with my crazy tools that I have in like seconds. It's bro, you see, I'm a nice fucking guy though. To like everyone in the neighborhood, I will do shit and help people out absolutely for free. And they want to give me money and stuff, and I'm like, nope, because probably hundreds of people have saw me struggling. They have saw me struggling, and for some reason out of everybody else, they chose me to help me. I don't know why. Was it because I look weird? Probably. Am I hunchy or something? I don't know. Probably. But they chose me out of anyone else. They talked to that guy. And they fucking helped me. And they wanted nothing. They wanted nothing at all. And we just talked about like normal stuff, and I was like so grateful. Those people, I crossed paths with those people. That was like God sending me like the best people in the area, just to go give me a helping hand. And I talked about the helping hand years ago about my thumb and how I couldn't give the helping hand anymore. And maybe that was a sign from God to tell me that I'm helping the wrong people. And I have to think about that before I get my hand moving back and I can do stuff again. Maybe. So, That was interesting that those people that came by when I was struggling with a tow truck or, other shit or in the middle of fucking nowhere, someone just came out, gave me a cool tip or conversation. Car shop, people used to help me, just, they didn't have to. They could have just laughed at you while you're struggling, but they didn't. They helped you. So I do the same thing when I see people. There's been a lot of times too where I just walk up to people and the hood's up on their car or some shit in the parking lot. I'm like, what? What's going on over here? What's going on over here? And they tell me, and then there's like a girl over there or some shit, and the guy's trying to push the girl. No, 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 I'm Mr. Automotive Guy. No, 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 it's just the fuse. It's just a fuse. Why it won't start, and it's gushing cooling all over the ground. It's just a fuse. Oh, yeah. Okay. Have a nice day. All right, buddy. Bye. Boom. Start winding up. Gone. Gone. All right. Sure enough of that. So those people, you do that for those kind of people. But if they're actually interesting, then you talk to them. So you got to go judge the situation. But that's what I do. It's a cool life. It's a cool life, and I enjoy it. Make use of your day. I think gods sometimes you test people too. They send that shit in front of you when you see someone that needs a helping hand, and if you do it or you don't, I think that's a test too. Sometimes I think it's a test. It may be putting you through trials and tribulations. Is he going to help that guy? Is he going to help that guy? Is he going to help that lady or no? What are you going to do? I remember the people waving on the side of the road. Hey, help me! When I was running a tow truck, but I just kept going because I wasn't that kind of tow truck. I was hauling repo cars, man, bank cars from freaking Bradenton and shit. I ain't stopping for some weirdo on the side of the road, a busted ass car. You gotta call the Bradenton companies. You ain't calling. I'm from out of the area, especially when you're out of the area. No way, man. And we weren't even insured for that shit either. So one time, that company bitched to Crazy Bob because Crazy Bob stayed on the side of the road one time, and someone actually called him up saying he was helping someone, like someone that knew, like the company. That's how fucked up that company was. So they called up on Crazy Bob saying that he was pulled over on the side of the road, towing away some lady's car, and he wasn't. What he was helping her change a flat tire. And he got very, very mad about it, I remember, when he had to explain what he was doing. And he said, what would you do if that was your mother on the side of the road? And, like, they still, like, didn't fucking care. And he was just like, this place is fucked up. This place is fucked up. Yeah, for Crazy Bob. Crazy Bob is cool. He taught me how to drive the tow truck and hook up the cars ghetto style. He's still to this day, I don't think anyone could load up two cars as fast as Crazy Bob. And he was old then. He was probably like 55, 56, something like that. I mean, he freaking was. He was from upstate New York. Crazy how fast he was. Hey, it's my favorite African American rapper. Cool, man. Does he play my wedding song? Want to see my leg? Check it out. Check it out. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah, hold on, this way. This way. Oh, yeah, doesn't that look nice? Doesn't that look nice? That looks real nice. Yeah. Where's Sleeking? Maybe she wants some leg pictures. She won't show me any no more. No one talks to me. That's only bruises, man. And then I got a burn mark over here from Old Blue. A little bit. We got nothing to put on it because everyone ate the shit. I think I burned the hair off too, maybe. And then we got a line on this arm somewhere over there. So I'm just doing wonderful again. Maybe I'm just not gonna wake up for a couple days and sleep all day. Anyway, a little cooler in here. Yeah, this piece of junk wagon's back in here. It needs work. We did wash it though. Some improvements. Because we washed it, we cleaned and adjusted the rear brakes, so it kind of has rear brakes again. The master cylinder is dying on it because it makes squeaky sounds. That, and we were getting close to starting to diagnose it starting to stall, but then it's back in here, so I guess that's aborted. We're gonna go take apart the computer though, I think. I had a hunch that thing might be fucked up. Maybe it has failing capacitors or something, and that's why it acts up weird when it's partially charged and on a warm restart. I don't know. Who knows? We did have some little change when we started doing the wiggle wire test on the engine coolant temp sensor. I don't know, but this computer is so fucking slow. The baud rate, if you even know what baud rate is, I didn't know until a couple years ago because I'm stupid. But the baud rate on these old ECMs is so slow. So that is like, so it reacts so slow. So you can have a big event happen in the system, and the computer will not react or can't react to it because it's instead of even these old shitty, the 94 truck, that ECM is fast for what it is. These freaking old LT1 computers, fast for what it is. Oh man, the ECM and the 5.3 GMT 800s, really nice. I think it's a 411 ECM, maybe not. I don't know. But those LS ECMs, really cool. I don't even know what they have now. Who the fuck cares? So, after that end of an era, GMT 800, Chevy vans, shit like that. Those were the pinnacle of American engineering. Almost like Toyota quality. Almost. Oh, they're almost there. But yeah. Yeah, to that. Obviously, gotta go. The oil has to get redumped. And what? It's not too humid. It's sweating in here. I got a big Lego box in the back of the car with a Mario Kart, something else back there. I don't know. But yeah, I should really have a mechanic shop with limited customers. I'll work on like Toyotas, and I'll work on V8 Chevys, and I'll work on tow trucks. I'm gonna have a select kind of thing, and I'm not gonna up price parts like make a $25 Chinese brake hose that's now $119 for the part. Are you fucking kidding me? They marked it up like almost like $100. That's screwed up. And I don't know, a bunch of other shit and leaving shit loose. If you're in that much of a rush, whatever. Body shops do that to me a couple times too when they're that much in a rush and they're totally fucked up. Why are they rushing for? Right? Don't rush. So, people are just terrible. It's like the norm to be terrible. It's just like ghosting now, apparently, is normal now in society. I was just talking to some people before about that. About how, yeah, that happened to me too. And I go, okay, that's cool. Not the only one. Makes you feel any better. Yeah, I gotta go inside. Probably movie time. I'm gonna get some cheese. Cause I'm a rat. And, Ron, there's been a kind of shitty day, but we made money though today, which is cool. We got rid of stuff. I mean, I got rid of a lot of cool stuff at the scrap iron yard, stuff that I was kind of hoarding, but what the fuck am I gonna do? When I come back here and I totally realize why I threw it all away. Because you can't have anything here. That's the deal. I could have made like, out of like an old dog cage and these cool steel beams I had, I could have made like a little ghetto back rack for Whiting. But oh well. Yeah, dog cage is gone. A lot of shit's gone. The super strut's gone. I don't know, bed frame. I might have had wheels with the fixed bed frame too. I think I'm looking at them right now, but I don't even give a fuck. I threw that in the scrap iron yard. Don't care. Don't care. I'll find another one and I'll scrap it again. Over and over and over again. Whatever it is, it is. If I can make $40 consistent at the scrap iron yard like every fucking day, I'll do it. If I can make $90, I'll do it. I was talking, I think today I went there. I was talking to some crazy guy with an S10. I've seen him around. And I talk to everyone there, so next time you see them, they say hi and they're nice to you. You just gotta make people. You gotta sell yourself, and make people think that you're worth something. That's all you have to do, really, in this life. So if you do that to everyone, and just people will realize that you're okay and you're not out to really fuck with them, and you're not a piece of shit, you might actually go places. But at least someone will at least wave to you or say hi to you. So at least you get that far. It's kind of nice. And I like to bring that back in society because I feel like we lost it in society, and it's everyone's just a worthless turd now that wants to just run away and hide. Or they're just extremely, they want everything rushed, or this and that, or I don't know. They just want everything right now, instantly. with poor communication, and dealing with people is hard. I found that out. Dealing with people is pretty damn hard. Sometimes I don't even want to deal with myself, but you have to. But then I'm learning that it's probably easier to deal with yourself. You just got to change your mind, and it'll take like years. It could take months. It could take weeks even, and just keep working on that. Why you feel a certain way, why you've burned out this way, and you just keep on having little tips and stuff to live a more fulfilling life. It takes time. It takes effort. It takes a lot of like compromises and just getting rid of stuff and not falling into that same trap that you were falling into over and over and over again. And people don't still don't like you. Fuck them. Who cares? Who cares? I'd rather be alone and talk to my cell phone and talk to my old shitty Chevy than deal with people who don't care about you anyway. So that's that. So anyway, next tomorrow, trash day. Tomorrow it's Tuesday. It was Tuesday today. I was supposed to go out and search dumpsters. Sometimes the dumpsters are dumped on Wednesdays. I didn't even get to it because it is busy with other people's shit again. Busy with other people's nonsense and shit. Anyway, I'm out of here. I'm starting to sweat. I finally was able to wash my. The washing machine's fucked up again. It doesn't. It does it sometimes. It doesn't freaking drain. And then you get a sopping wet freaking towel and sheets and shit like that. And then I wasn't here half the day, so I tried to do that, and you come back, and it always does when you're not here, and yeah, you have to go deal with that shit. So that's finally rectified. What else? Whitey still needs a fuel pump, most likely, and it has no gas. Maybe we'll try to work on that. Old Blue needs clean and adjust rear brakes. It's going to need a brake line kit, which I'm not purchasing with my own money because I never get the money back. So, $159, classic tube. We're going to run the same Stop Flex lines, perhaps, that I have on Whitey, which are awesome lines. We got tons of brake fluid over there that I bought and paid for. Don't worry about it. I bought and paid for. Don't worry about it. I won't get reimbursed for it. That's fine, though. To flush out the brakes. And these plugs, wires, and rear diff, because I want to get rid of this shit over here on the roof of the car. I want to get rid of all that shit, pointing to it, all that shit over there. It needs diff oil, drain and fill with a new cover gasket and rear axle, drain and fill on the front diff, and drain and fill on the transfer case, and then that's all done for its 200,000 mile service. And it needs intake gaskets, but I don't have any. I had some that got flooded out, return them, and a valley plate gasket. And it needs the crank seal on the front, which is slinging oil extremely bad. And it's also leaking, looks like, from the oil pan gasket, which is a nightmare job to change because I've done it before in this very fucking garage, and it took me 6 hours. So I don't know, maybe we'll push that off until the cooler months if the thing's not destroyed by then. That was a lot to say. Alright. You can do it though if you have your own car shop or your own lift, and then every night, like now, like 12 o'clock at night, if it's climate controlled, just drink, eat some ice cream, and go ice cream. Some water, take a shower, whatever. Dress in your underwear, like I commonly do. Don't show anybody. And yeah, wear like no clothes and work on your car because it's fun. Working in the heat sucks. Yes, it does. It's absolutely terrible. I wind up misplacing shit. I wind up getting tired, exhausted, way sooner than what I was. I forget where I put my tools. I forget where a bolt was. I forget this. I forget that. And it's a freaking nightmare. Yeah. Worse is than working in the heat is working in the sun and the heat. Oh my god, that's a game changer. Go run a tow truck, man. It's horrible. Go run a truck. That's why I refuse any of these like CDL jobs and shit. And the only thing I want to fucking do is a dropping hook now, because you're outside the truck for like 4 minutes. 4 minutes, man. 4 minutes. You get out of that truck, you freaking lower your landing gear until it's right above on the ground. Pull that pin. When that pull the pin, oh, sorry. Pull the pin and the pin back. Disconnect your air lines, your service, your emergency, your electrical. Pull the fucking pin and pull out from it, and then go to your next trailer. Check your height. Maybe get to lower the trailer, whatever. 4 minutes, easy, and then you won't be working up a sweat. And then do a quick inspection on it. Maybe more than 4 minutes if you're doing a thorough inspection, checking your brakes on your trailer and your tires, and your air pressure in your tire and your trailer, which no one does. Then you're probably not going to take 4 minutes. I don't know. Debatable. Debatable. That's what DOT's for, right? So they can rat you out when you're lazy. Anyway, I'm out of here. 30 minutes, but yeah, for $640 for shitty mechanic work. I had paint jobs cheaper than that. I had decent paint jobs for that, and then people wrecked into the side of the car again, so I had to just live with a fucked up paint job again after I paid, about $700 something dollars to go paint the fucking thing. Yeah, that was nice of them. That was nice. They've done it to me about 3 times now. Yeah, seven. 7 times 3, a lot of money I wasted in paint. This is so some idiot can go fuck it up who's not even a stranger. They're people he related to and say, oh, too fucking bad that I did you $700 of damage, 3 times. Too fucking bad. Okay, that's awesome. I'll remember that next time. Wonder why I don't fix shit anymore. Anyway, don't be toxic. Be nice. Be supportive. Be good. Don't throw freaking boxes all in the ghetto wagon to smash it up more because someone else did just that right there. And yeah, we gotta get rid of this shit though because I want it gone. That's probably about $300 worth of shit, which I'll never see the money for. But I do it for Old Blue. Yeah, Old Blue. Old Blue likes me. Treats me right. Everyone else treats him wrong. So I'm out of here. It should run. We got the dehumidifier working on a high setting. This keeps it 50% in here, no lower. That's a custom cruiser. It's even rarer than a Buick Roadmaster. But the Buick Roadmaster also has the Vista roof, like that has. And this car is a piece of junk, and it starts and stalls. I made a video of it, and I can't figure it out as of yet, and it's getting worse. I did clean and adjust the rear brakes, though. It has a new starter motor. The oil's been changed. What else? A couple other little things. The airbags, they totally destroyed on it in the back. I had to help her airbags. When they destroyed it, I have to go check my email now, see if Airlifts got back to me. They're apparently the lifetime warranty. And who knows, maybe I'll get a complimentary set of airbags. We just don't know. Yeah, no, they fucked up this car bad. And then I pieced it back together. I pieced it back together just in the last 2 days. Like half-ass. Every day it gets a little better. And no one gives a shit. They're just going to make it bad again. But I can make stuff better. That's why I should have my own mechanic shop. I really can improve any vehicle. Computer. I don't know. What else can I improve? I don't know. I can improve people from running away from me. Yeah, I can improve that too. Well, who was that person? No, they don't talk to me no more. I can improve them from running away from me in a short order because I have a plan always to do it. Anyway, it's hot in here, and my hair has changed looks again. Air conditioning.